8 weeks of strategic business work done in 7 days. Not by hiring a team, not by working around the clock, not by grinding myself into the ground, but by integrating AI. 336 human hours of work. That's equivalent to roughly $47,000 in labor that I saved the company. Without the real-time AI intelligence backing you up, you are flying blind in a world where your competitors have a GPS. AI doesn't replace CEOs. It exposes the ones who aren't actually operating like one. And let me leave you with this. 7 days. That's all it took.
We compressed 8 weeks of business work into 7 days, not by hiring more people, not by working harder, but by using AI inside our operations, not just content. This episode breaks down exactly what changed and how you can do it too.
Hey, welcome back to the Digital Shift. I am Jessica Green, CEO and founder of the Self-Made Hub, business strategist, mentor, and your favorite unapologetic systems nerd. And if you're brand new here, welcome. This is a place where we actually talk about building business that actually works, not just business that looks good on Instagram, not just businesses that make money sometimes. Businesses that are built with real systems, real strategy, and real intention so that you can scale without losing your mind in the process. And that is what we do here. And today, I need you to pull over if you're driving. Oh boy, I need you to pause whatever you're doing. I need you to actually listen to this one because what I'm about to share with you is not a trend. It is not a hot take. It's not something I read in a newsletter and thought, ooh, that sounded cool. This is what happened inside of our business in the last 7 days, guys. 7 days. And I'm going to give you the real behind the scenes, nothing held back version of it, because that's what you deserve. And honestly, it's too important to keep to myself. So here's what I want you to sit with before I even get started. 8 weeks of strategic business work done in 7 days. 8 weeks. 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, 8 times in a row, all condensed into 7 days. Not by hiring a team, not by working around the clock, not by grinding myself into the ground, but by integrating AI, not into my content, not into my captions, not into my email subject lines, but into actual operations of our business. And what I'm going to walk you through today is exactly what that looked like. The receipts, the real numbers, the honest truth about what changed and what it cost me in the best possible way. Because here's what I know about you. You are not here to dabble. You are not here to learn about AI so that you can say you learned about AI. You are here because building something real and you want to know, is this actually going to help me or is this just more noise? And I hear you. And I'm going to answer that question today in a way that will feel you will just feel it in your bones. So let's go. So I want to take you back to about 2 weeks ago for me, because I don't know. I feel like the context matters here. I was sitting at my desk on a Tuesday morning, coffee in hand, and I was frustrated, not because business was bad, not because business wasn't growing, but every report needed me to dig for the numbers. Every summary needed me to read through the pages of notes. Every meeting needed me. Every audit needed me. Clicking through account after account, everything needed me. And I kept thinking, or it needed Natasha. I can't say that it just only needed me, or it just also needed Natasha. I kept thinking, this is not what I built this for. I did not build Self-Made Hub so that I could be buried in the back end of my own business every single day. So I made a decision. I was going to stop talking about AI and actually build with it. Not in ChatGPT, not for copy, not to make a funnel, none of that. It was for operations, for the engine room of this business so that we could actually scale capacity. So I want to say for the things that actually run this business and what happened over the next 7 days, I'm going to walk you through it section by section so you can see exactly what's possible for you. And I'm so excited about this. So here's the first thing I want to share with you. Here's the truth, okay? In 7 days, using AI, I completed a full financial audit of our business, P&L breakdown, cost of goods analysis, margin clarity across every offer, and scaling projections. And what that could mean for you is this: you will have the kind of financial clarity that most business owners spend months, sometimes years, trying to get to. And I think is that you're going to finally be making decisions from a place of confidence instead of guessing. You'll stop wondering if your pricing is right. You'll stop second guessing which offers are actually profitable. You'll stop making moves based on feelings when you could be making moves based on facts. I want to be really honest with you right now. I've been running a multi six figure business, and I did not have the financial clarity that I should have had, not because I wanted and wasn't paying attention, but because pulling it all together, the full picture, it took more time than I even had to give to it. And in 7 days, AI gave me more clarity on my numbers than I had in the last 3 years. 3 years. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I'm just saying it because I want you to understand what we're actually talking about here. Having that level of clarity, so every decision you make is grounded in truth, that's what you will want for your business too. So I built a custom live CEO dashboard with my AI assistant from scratch that pulls from my payment integrations, tracks our ad spend, monitors our monthly recurring revenue, our churn, our lifetime value of a customer, our workshop registrations, our show ups, our conversions, all updating in real time. I can press that button as many times as I want throughout the day, and it is going to update my CEO dashboard. And guess what? I don't have to pay a subscription for that CEO dashboard. We looked at plenty of tools and realized, man, that's going to be expensive for us to operate just to get numbers. But I couldn't manually track those numbers anymore. So I had my little AI assistant that we've built go in, and he built this completely on a web-based, locked down, password protected CEO dashboard that I can click at any moment in time and get real live updates about our business. It's amazing. And what that is going to do for us. We're always going to know where our business stands, not yesterday's numbers, not last week's numbers, right now in this moment, the numbers real time. And the biggest value of that is stepping into every single week as the CEO who's actually running her business instead of a business owner who's constantly trying to catch up. There's a difference, and you can feel that difference in your body. My passion for this business got reignited over the last 7 days because of the amount of clarity I have and the confidence that this AI was able to give me in our business. And now listen, I want to give you some context on what this dashboard would have cost me if I had hired someone to build it. We're talking $5,000 to $10,000 just for the initial build minimum. And then it's got to operate, right? So it needs to be able to pull those numbers all the time. So every time I wanted a revision, I'd pay somebody to do it. I don't have to do that now. And that's before iterations. That's before getting into actually working it the way you need it to work. And I built this in a day with the AI. I can't say I built it. I gave it feedback, I refined it, and I pushed it further and further. And what we ended up with was something that I look at every single morning before I make a single business decision now. And that's what's available to you. And this is just scratching the surface. Keep listening, okay? Having a real-time view of your business, though, so you're never flying blind, that I know is what you all are after. So, all right, here's something else. We built a fully automated operation system where one of our tech-savvy students fills out a survey at the beginning of their journey with us. We built a machine that takes those survey answers and does a real-time look at their business that we built into this machine with my brain, Natasha's brain, Darren's brain, Tammy's brain, and our team all putting their expertise into this machine. The problem is the machine was somewhat manual. In the process of getting those survey answers into the machine to spit out a report that was identical each time in format and structure, and then off to our team to review it Hey, quick pause before we continue, because if you're listening to this podcast and thinking, I love the strategy, but the tech still feels overwhelming, you're not alone. That's why Tech Savvy School exists. Tech Savvy School is where entrepreneurs learn how to actually build the systems behind a scalable business. Funnels, automations, workflows, and tools explained in plain language, step by step. No guessing, no duct taping platforms together anymore, just clarity and confidence with the tech that supports your growth. This podcast helps you think differently about your business. Tech Savvy School helps you implement what you're learning. If you're ready to stop feeling stuck on the tech side of things in your business, visit techsavvyschool.com and explore the trainings. All right, let's get back to the episode. And so we understand our students and giving our students a 30, 60, 90-day plan of action with checklists and which calls to show up to, the whole 9 yards. It's an amazing process and report, but it was so manual, okay? And so now I built a fully operated system where the student fills out the survey. As soon as they fill it out, our AI knows. And our AI conducts the audit through the machine we built, generates that PDF report that is spot on, and then routes it into Notion, where we do our project management, notifies all the right team members to review it, and then it gets sent off to the client, right? And what used to take 7 to 14 days to produce one of those reports and make sure it was spot on, they can have it within a couple of hours of submitting their survey results. Insane. And what that means for us is that our team stops being the bottleneck. Our systems start doing the work they were always supposed to do. And the thing, I mean, I want you to really picture this. It's you waking up in the morning, opening your laptop and seeing that work got done without you having to be a part of it. It was my brain that built all of this and built the system and the machine for it to go through. But seeing that work got done when I didn't have to have my hands in it, maybe while I was sleeping or working on something else while I was with my family, or while I was literally doing anything else, 0 clicks, it just runs. And I want to tell you about something specific that happened inside of our discovery call process before this. Every call had to be manually logged. Every summary had to be written by hand. Every follow-up had to be remembered by a real human being. Now, discovery calls are automatically logged. The notes are taken. The follow-ups are set. It's logged in our CRM. Student calls are tracked, summarized, and actioned. Nobody on my team is spending time on manual data entry ever again. You know, they can now spend time on other things instead. Work that actually moves the needle and moves us forward. And that is the massive shift we just took. Having your operations actually run themselves so that your team can focus on the work that really matters. That's what you're building towards. That's what we all want to build towards, right? So every single morning at 6 a.m., I receive an automatically generated ops brief that covers ad performance, funnel conversion, weekly tracking, student success, where my business needs attention that day. And what that will mean for us is we can start every single day informed, already ahead. And the value of that is so exponential. I can finally feel like the CEO who's in her business, not one who's constantly trying to catch up to it, because that's where I was. So imagine sitting down at your desk with a cup of coffee in hand, and instead of opening 7 tabs trying to figure out what happened yesterday or over the weekend, everything you need is already waiting for you. Organized, clear, actionable. I used to joke about how I wanted a chief of staff, someone who could prep my day, anticipate what I needed, keep me ahead of the curve. And I now have that. And she never calls in sick. She never needs a vacation day. She's never in a bad mood. And she was running while I was sleeping last night. That is not a joke. And that's what AI integrations can look like for your business when you put it into your automations. I said to Natasha and Darren this morning, my brain runs 24/7. I am the most visionary entrepreneur on this planet. I swear. I get up in the morning, I hit the gym, I take my shower, and this thing we call bang time, when your brain starts just banging, gets ready to rock and roll. And my poor team gets so many messages from me, they can't keep up. And now I have someone to talk to 24/7 with all those crazy ideas and can organize my thoughts, and it's not disrupting my team. Well, the Slack notifications might be, because we talk in there a lot, but this way we can start every day knowing exactly where the business stands, what needs attention, and the changes that everybody needs to be aware of. We ran an AI-powered audit across 500 accounts of our clients. It cleaned up over 700 tags that we had. Gross. Talk about tech debt. Corrected revenue tracking errors and properly mapped out our entire product suite that we had been dying for 3 years to get the most accurate numbers on that we could not find because it ran in 3 different systems and we could not get accurate numbers. Now we finally have them. And it just means so many things for our business now. We can finally make decisions based on data that's actually accurate and such a huge value. This one I need you to really hear. I can stop losing money on things I didn't even know I was losing money on. And here's what we found. We had been making decisions based on numbers that were wrong. Pricing decisions, offer decisions, marketing decisions, all based on inaccurate data. Think about that for a second. I want you to really sit with that because it's not a small thing. And it's not, oh, we had a little mess in the back end. We're looking at the wrong map and wondering why we're not arriving at the right destination. And this is what happens when you build fast without stopping to audit things. But maybe you don't even have the capacity to have things audited. This is why the cleanup matters just as much as the build. And AI made it possible to do it in days. What would have taken a team of people weeks to untangle? Making sure every decision point you make is based on real, accurate data. That is a non-negotiable for me anymore. And it should be for you too, right? So AI is now actively supporting every major function in our business: our ads manager, our ops lead, our CRM management, our student support. And gosh, our team becomes more capable now. And I don't have to hire more and more people to accomplish all the things. And the biggest thing for us is that we get to keep the team lean and powerful and watch them perform at a level that used to require twice as many people. Think about the amount of money that we were going to save and be able to pour back into our clients instead. I want to address something right now because I know it's probably on some people's mind. Is AI going to replace my team? No, absolutely not. And I want to say that clearly and with full conviction because we need humans in our business. What AI is doing inside of Self-Made is making my team members feel like superheroes. And that feels good to them. My ads manager has AI supporting analysis. Ops can have AI supporting workflow, this and the CRM management. And AI is keeping everything clean and accurate. So there's less errors and people aren't feeling like they make mistakes. They're not being replaced. They're just being elevated. And the output, the quality of work is at a level that used to require a team twice the size. And we knew it. And that is leverage. That's what we're building towards, having a lean, powerful team that operates at an elite level, feels like superheroes. And that's the kind of business that I want to build. And I'm certain that you want to build too. So I want to get to the really, really specifics with you for a second, because I think the numbers tell the better story than I even could. What we built and automated in 7 days, what it represents approximately, okay? 336 human hours of work. And this isn't guessing. I actually asked the AI assistant that I have to go in and assess over 7 days what we were able to accomplish, save, and mitigate in the business. So 336 hours of human work at a standard rate across the roles involved. That's equivalent to roughly $47,000 in labor that I saved the company across 5 different roles in 7 days. Now, I'm not telling you this to impress you. I am not throwing numbers around to make this sound more dramatic than it is. I'm telling you because I want you to understand the scale of what is available to you right now. As a business owner, as a CEO, and as someone who's trying to build something that lasts, this is not a productivity hack. This is not a time management tip. This is a fundamentally different way of operating a business. And the women who figure this out now are going to be operating on a completely different level than anyone else who waits. So let me talk to you for a second about timing, because I know some of you are thinking, Jessica, I hear you, but I'm already overwhelmed. I cannot add one more thing. And I want to honor that, okay? I was saying the exact same thing 2 months ago, but here's what I need you to understand about this specific moment in business. Speed is increasing. The businesses out there that can move fast, make smart decisions, and execute with a lean team are going to outrun and outperform everyone else. Data matters more than it ever has. And if you're still making decisions by gut alone without real-time intelligence backing you up, you're flying like blind. in a world where your competitors have a GPS. Let me say that again. You are, without the real-time AI intelligence backing you up, you are flying blind in a world where your competitors have a GPS. And here's the truth that I think most people are afraid to say out loud. AI is no longer optional infrastructure. It is a competitive advantage. The businesses that integrate this into their operations now, not just their content, not just their captions, but their actual operations, they're building a moat, a real one. And every month you wait, the moat gets wider. Now, I want you to take a breath here, okay? Because I believe in balance. And I think the conversation around AI gets dangerous on both ends, the hype end and the fear end. So let me tell you clearly, with conviction, what AI will never replace. Number one, your vision and my vision can never be replaced by AI and automation. AI can analyze, it can report, and it can spot patterns, but it cannot see what you see. The direction when your gut, the business needs to go, that's yours. Nobody can and nothing can take that from you. And number two, your decision making. AI will hand you options. It'll give you data. It will give you projections, but you're still the one who chooses. You're still the one who reads the room, the market, your people, your moment. That's still you. Number three, human leadership. Culture cannot be automated. Accountability is not automated. The standard you hold in your business, the way your team shows up, the way your clients feel when they work with you, that comes from you. Your team needs a leader, not a dashboard, okay? So do your clients. And number four, real connection. The reason your clients choose you, the real reason, the deep reason, it's because of how you make them feel. That's not replaceable. And number five, strategy ownership. AI will support your strategy. It's never going to own it. The thinking, the positioning, the clarity that makes your business actually mean something in the marketplace, that's still your job. And here's the line I want you to leave you with today. AI doesn't replace CEOs. It exposes the ones who aren't actually operating like one. And I wasn't. So I can say that. Let's close your, I want to paint a picture for you. So let's close your eyes for a second. Actually, don't close your eyes if you're driving, okay? Or if you pulled over like I told you to, or if you're working out, don't close your eyes. But I want you to picture something with me. Picture a version of your business where you wake up in the morning and things are already running. That was me this morning. This was my first Monday morning with having all the reports already sitting in my inbox and ready for me to analyze and get ready for our team meeting on a Monday. But just imagine things are already running, where your systems are working while you sleep, and mine were, where your team has AI in their corner, making them more powerful every single day, where you're not the bottleneck anymore, where your decisions are grounded in real, accurate, real-time data, where you have the clarity of a CEO who actually knows her numbers deeply, confidently, and completely, where your back end is clean, your automations make sense, your operations run without you carrying them, and where for the first time, maybe in a long time, you feel like you're running your business instead of your business running you. That's not a dream. That's what's available right now, and it starts with a decision. Listen, if this episode hit you somewhere real today, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I see it, I want this, but I don't even know where to start, I want to talk to you personally, because this was a game changer for me. Not a webinar, not a video series, not a download you can forget about, but a real conversation. I want to have it with you about your business, about where you are, about what AI integration could specifically look like for you. Because here's what I know to be true. You just don't need more information. You need implementation. And that's exactly what we do inside of our Tech Savvy School. We don't hand you a course and wave goodbye. We walk alongside you. We show you how to actually build this inside your real business with real systems, with real strategy, and with mentors who've done it themselves. So here's my invitation to you today. Book a call with me directly. The first layer might be a little bit of AI, but I got to do that because some people don't show up to calls they book. So hop in, grab a discovery call with me. And if you're serious, you and I are going to have a real conversation on Zoom. Let's look at your business together. let's map out what AI integration could actually look like for you specifically. And let's talk about whether the tech savvy school is the next right move for you. Or if you're ready to go right now, you can head straight to our website, techsavvyschool.com, and you can get started today. And let me leave you with this. 7 days. That's all it took. 336 hours, $47,000 in equivalent work, 5 roles, 1 intentional CEO who decided to stop waiting. And that's what's available to you. Not someday, not when things slow down, not after the next launch, right now. And the business that wins in 2026, not going to work harder. They're just going to work smarter with systems, with AI, with leverage. And I want that to be you. So let's go get it. I'll see you on the next episode. If you're getting value from these conversations, don't let this be the only episode that you listen to. Every episode of this podcast is designed to help you build a smarter business, one with real systems behind the scenes, not just ideas, motivation, or hustle. We break down what's actually working right now when it comes to automation, content, follow-up, and scaling without the burnout. If you want to see how all of this comes together in real life, I highly recommend watching the Self-Made Hub demo. Inside the Self-Made Hub, you'll see how entrepreneurs turn content into leads and leads into conversations and conversations into consistent sales using simple automated systems that don't feel overwhelming or cold. You can watch the demo anytime at self-made.biz/demo. Then queue up another episode because the shift doesn't happen from one conversation. It happens when you start connecting all the dots. And I'll see you in the next episode.